SMT Nation, we back. Nation, news out of Verizon. This one's kind of big, I think, for the network side of things. We know where Verizon is with their network. We know where they want to go. And this could be one of those things that helps them facilitate towards a really good partnership that I think is probably going to help them in the future for years to come. The only thing we don't know is probably going to be whether or not this is going to be macro focused or if there's going to be small cells involved. Anyways, let's go through the announcement. Let's see if we can find some answers. Cover it here from this post on the Verizon News Center. I'll be sure to link this for you in the description. Also in the description is the real SMT Buy Me a Coffee link. If you want to support your creators directly, use the link. You'll be supporting us. If you appreciate the content, that's one way to show it. Another way is to check out our partner, Mint Mobile. Get a great deal on wireless service from them. Use our partner link that's in the description. Unlock those savings and get their great legendary customer care, a great value overall. Use our unique partner link and get access to a great network experience with all of that value. And you'll be supporting the channel in the process. All right, so a deal with Vertical Bridge for rapid expansion of new cell towers. I like the sounds of this. Okay, so the print's pretty small. I'm going to go ahead and read parts of it. Verizon and Vertical Bridge have entered an agreement to build cell towers across the U.S., expanding Verizon's 4G and 5G ultrawideband services. Vertical Bridge has agreed to construct the towers to suite with Verizon as the anchor tenant. Towers will be held in an LLC formed by Vertical Bridge, in which Verizon has a profits interest. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. Okay, so when they say like building towers to suit, like this is basically saying they have this company that they either own shares or have like a business partnership with them from like an ownership stake, right? So they're involved as part of like the ownership group. So this is basically Verizon doing Verizon here. All right, so this seems like it makes a lot of sense. This new agreement with Vertical Bridge is a better alternative than modern or current leasing models. To me, that just tells me it's more cost effective and allows them to do more with less money. All right, so then essentially what they could do is they can build out more of a network for the same amount of cost. For the most part, I think that's really it. And I don't really see any description on what exactly the towers are going to be. So for now, we can assume that this is going to be macro cells, right? So like larger, bigger towers. I just don't know where. You know, I don't know if this is going to be rural America or if this is going to be part of the densification process within the urban or suburban areas. I can tell you that you probably want to see more rural expansion. You want to see more density added where the tower sites are very, very far from each other, right? So if you're in rural America and you see tower sites every 6 to 9 miles, you know, maybe adding a few macros within areas to kind of densify improves the uplink performance, improves the signal quality, the dependability, reliability, fixed wireless access home internet, right, with 5G home broadband. I think those would be important things. I just don't know. I don't know if that's what this is for or if it's going to be about small cells and CRAN and mmWave. Now, historically, Verizon has worked very, very closely with Crown Castle. For example, the Cleveland area has, you know, many macro cells, the big tower sites that are American Tower that Verizon, you know, has leases with. They also work very closely with Crown Castle. In fact, most of the CRAN, the small cells, are built and managed, you know, through Crown Castle, their fiber and all those things. You know, so those were the two big companies for Verizon. SBA, I think, is the other one. I don't know too much about them around here. I'm sure there's a deal there. We know about, you know, them working with AT&T and T-Mobile as well. I just don't know where this Vertical Bridge comes into play. Does this take away from some of the business for Crown Castle and American Tower maybe? Who knows? Maybe this means Verizon kind of gets off the gas with those other kind of builders and they kind of go this way, because this seems to me like this is more one hand washing the other, you know. So this is, I think, really good for Verizon. This is probably going to be pretty good for them. So between this, the One Fiber program where they build out their own native fiber, right, Verizon fiber, and you know the zero builds where Verizon actually builds their own tower sites with their own fiber and all of those things, it continues to put Verizon in the catbird seat when it comes to owning and operating your own network. It almost feels like they're even doing more than AT&T, doesn't it? What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. I'm sure we're going to be getting more disclosures on this in the future. Maybe some questions on the next earnings report. We can learn more about this partnership. Exciting times. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.